Hello, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing good. I'm Prashant Mahwani and I warmly welcome all of you to StudyIQ. I hope you all are doing good. Dear friends, do you know that you would be able to download this lecture? PDF notes are available on my Facebook page, Prashant T. Mahwani. So make sure you check it out and you can contact me as well and you can follow me on my Facebook page. With this, dear friends, StudyIQ provides pen drive and tablet courses for various different exams. To know more about it, just check studyiq.com. Now this one is going to be a bit of a challenge for you guys, right? Uphill task, because the boy that you can see on your screen, you have to name the person, and I think this is definitely going to be very interesting. So let's see how many of you can get it right with this difference. Finance Minister has said that the main philosophy behind the budget was to lend support to sectors that were actually in need of a supportive touch or hand holding. So this is the main philosophy behind the budget, as explained by Finance Minister. With this thing, one more thing that he said, that revival in export, right? Government is doing its level best to revive exports. And remember, we talked about this thing that earlier on as well. We have talked about it, and I would like to mention it here again, that as per the government, and this is a fact as well, but in this budget, government has specifically said that there are two things that you can consider it like engines of growth, and the first one is export, and the second one is private investment, right? These are the two things that are termed as twin engines of growth. With this, dear friends, he also said that manufacturing sector has picked up in the last few months and there was a need to focus on infrastructure sector. With this, dear friends, healthcare is mentioned by Finance Minister again, and we know that we launched a very big scheme this year, and the priority area of government was clearly farmers' income as well, because MSP point or 50% addition with cost of production has been promised by the government in this budget. So it's going to be very interesting. Let's see how it rolls out. With this, dear friends, Health Ministry, and as we are talking about this Ayushman Bharat scheme, or it is also known as National Health Police Protection Scheme. And one thing before I say anything about it, still, right, things are not been, government has not clarified exactly how it is going to do it, but here you can see our health minister promising that all this adequate funds, right, the government will make sure that adequate funds to meet the expenditure of this program will be looked after or taken care by the government. And he, of course, this one is no doubt a bold revolutionary step in the field of public health. We have promised, the government has promised that 5 lakh rupees per family per year, right? And this is going to benefit 10 crore poor and vulnerable families. So we are talking about what, 50 crore people in our country, and this is going to be the biggest one, and I believe we will find questions based on this thing. So let's see whether we are able to roll it out or not in letter and spirit as said by the government. And Anupriya Patel, who is the Minister of State for Health, has said that government is going to set up 24 new medical colleges and hospitals. And Vice President's statement that we analyzed in detail, I would like to add here again, somewhere around we have what, 1 lakh PGs and graduates, right, every year. This is our capacity, so this is not at all enough for a country with 1.3 billion strong population. So we need more doctors, and we need more medical colleges and hospitals and more research as well. With this, Niti Ayog's member looking after health, his name is Dr. V.K. Paul, has said that this budget is going to be a turning point in the history of India. And Niti Ayog CEO Amitabh Kant has said that this is the first budget. This is a very interesting statement given by Niti Aayog CEO. He has said that it is the first budget in post-independence India which has brought the social sector to the center stage when it comes to budget. So very let's see whether, first of all, whether we have to, rather than judging whether this is in favor of government or not, of course it is in favor of government, but let's see whether government can do it, whether it can walk the talk. So for that we have to give some time to the government as well. With this, Prime Minister is going to be in Assam tomorrow, and he's going to be there for this Advantage Assam. He's this basically the summit, right? Or you can say is named as Advantage Assam. It is a sort of global investors summit, and during this Advantage Assam summit, Prime Minister as well the government of Assam will showcase the state's manufacturing opportunities and geostrategic advantages. And one of the main objectives of this summit is to position Assam as India's expressway to ASEAN country, and we are trying to attract more investment in northeastern state, and this will help its development for sure. External Affairs Minister was in Nepal. She's back now in India, and this was the first high-level visit from India. This is how it works, right? Whenever you find a change of guard or a new government taking over in any country, then foreign ministers, first of all, you'll find junior minister or foreign secretary visiting that place, and then it will be followed by our external affairs or foreign minister, and then if required, then prime minister or higher level president or prime minister. This is how protocols do work. It's not always necessary that this is the pattern, but generally speaking, this is how it works. But anyways, Sushma Swaraj was there. She interacted with political parties from all various political parties, and she discussed ways how we can enhance our bilateral relationship. We are neighbor countries, right? So it is very important for us to look after each other. And the chairman, CPN Maoist Center Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal Prachand, he basically said that neighbors cooperation is needed for political stability and development in Nepal, and we have assured that we will provide them everything, or we will provide them full support, whatever we can, or whatever is in our capacity will be provided to Nepal. You know, we kept some 600 crore rupees on a side. This was declared for Nepal in this budget as well. Mediterranean Sea, very sad news item, or you can say very sad update coming from Mediterranean Sea. And the thing is that 90 migrants are feared drowned after a boat capsized in Mediterranean Sea, and people were basically trying to illegally cross this Mediterranean Sea and enter Italy. And this is something that is going on for a very long period of time. This indicates how imbalance or how this unfair world we are living in, right? Because of poverty, because of lack of food, lack of health facility, lack of basic needs, right? They are not provided with their basic needs, and this pushes these people to quit their country, society, and head towards a place where they think life will change forever. And you have series of people taking commissions and other things from all these people, and finally what happens with them is that their boat capsized, and means they go through this sort of horrific incident. I feel really painful when I'm speaking with you guys here, because if you have gone through the pictures and images, right? A small boy lying on a beach, dead body of a small boy, that shook the world a couple of years ago, and still no solution. We don't have any solution at all regarding this thing. So this is a very sad thing. And dear friends, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, right? We are celebrating this World Wetlands Day. Today is February 2nd, and it falls under this Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. Now we know the importance of wetlands, right? They provide us, they serve as a source of drinking water, reduce flooding and vegetation of wetlands, filters domestic and industrial waste, and improves water qualities. So it is important that we save them and save humanity. This is the theme of 2018, Wetlands for Sustainable Urban Future, and this convention was adopted in 1971 at the Iranian city of Ramsar, and India became party of this convention in 82. This one is about e-waste, very important topic here, right? The thing is that nowadays we are surrounded by gadgets, isn't it? And if you see the figures here, that 1.47 lakh ton of e-waste was generated in 2005, in 2010 8 lakh, in 2014 17 lakh, and it is going up and up because nowadays we need more and more gadgets. But are we recycling this e-waste? The thing is, or the answer is, if you ask me, the big no, we are not. And this is a very sad portion here, because imagine if you have lead or mercury penetrating into your soil and then finally into your water table and then entering into your body. You die, right, because of mercury, and this will create many sorts of different sorts of damages as well, to the soil, to environment, to everything. So we have rules, government has designed some rules, but they are, when it comes to implementation, it's still not that good scenario. So let's hope that government will change, and this industries as well, right, associated with this e-waste or electronic products, they should take care of their recycling and other things. These are your questions, my friends, and make sure you check out StudyIQ.com. I'll see you all soon. Enjoy your studies. Jai Hind.